Hello. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Education Foundation. Today we will be learning the differences between complete and incomplete metamorphosis. I'd also would really like you to also go and get this T-chart in your notebook and work along with me. Learn, write it down. Write it down and memorize it later. Okay. So the one main thing about it is that in a complete metamorphosis, there is a stage called the pupa stage. And if you're wondering what it is, well, it's if you've ever raised a caterpillar, it's going to eat so much that it would look something like this at one point. And this would really be the pupa stage. It would be green instead of black. So that's the main difference. Another, it's also basically the life cycles. In a complete metamorphosis, there's the larva, in other words, a baby insect in a complete metamorphosis. So this is basically the life cycle. Of a complete metamorphosis versus incomplete. That's 3 stages. That's incomplete, sorry. That's another thing you should also know, is that in a incomplete metamorphosis, there's only 3 stages, not 4. So one of the main things is this, the larva stage, which is in a butterfly. It's basically the caterpillar stage, or the baby insect stage in a complete metamorphosis. And I'm sorry if I just keep on repeating things. So there's the larva stage. So once it starts eating so much, it will start shedding. It will start molting. Well, no, it'll have its old skin. It will actually make its old skin the chrysalis, or in this case, the pupa. So then we all know the next stage, the pupa stage, which I explained earlier. So it takes a couple of weeks to even. It takes a couple of days for it to even go to the pupa stage. Okay? Remember that. If you ever start raising your own butterfly or something like that, give it the right food. And it'll go into the pupa stage, which will make it go in, and right after the pupa stage, which is exactly 14 days, or 2 weeks, really. It goes right into the adult stage, which for a butterfly, it's the butterfly stage. And then we all know, right after an adult stage, that's when a bug would start reproduction and would lay some eggs. And that is a complete metamorphosis life cycle right there. Now for an incomplete, it only has 3 stages. So we can write that over here. which is very important because if you see here, that would mean that in an incomplete metamorphosis, they don't eat as much because they have to have all of their energy. They have to savor all of their energy. A larva would have to eat as much as they can, get as fat as they can, so they can store it for energy when they're in the chrysalis, because in the chrysalis stage, they don't eat. So there's 3 stages. Complete metamorphosis, they eat a lot. Okay, but over here, they just
Boys and girls club is appearing waiting
but
at
not
the
much.
door.
They don't eat that much because they also do something called molting, which is just shedding their skin. And in a complete metamorphosis, the larva doesn't even look close to the adult stage. Kind of like, did you actually know that a mealworm would even turn into a beetle? Even I didn't even believe that. But apparently they do. Apparently mealworms and beetles, they're basically the same thing. And in an incomplete metamorphosis, the baby insect looks like a miniature version of the adult stage. And it also has only 3 stages. Okay. And in the first stage, well, yeah, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken. So that's why we always say that the egg is last. And in a incomplete metamorphosis, the baby insect is really called a nymph. NYPH, which could also go for a mantis, a Chinese mantis. They look like a miniature version of themselves, and they just molt. They're always molting. Well, really, they molt about 10 times before they're in their adult stage, which is next. So then when they go to the adult stage, like a complete metamorphosis, they both have the egg stage. And something that you should also know is that in a complete metamorphosis, there's literally nothing special for the eggs. But in a incomplete metamorphosis, they actually use the adult insect, they make something called an egg case. Because there are so many eggs which can go up to this number, 400. That's a lot. And it doesn't stick to things like a leaf or something like in a complete metamorphosis, like a butterfly. The eggs, they'll stick on a leaf like it's nothing. They'll stick on a leaf like they're Spider-Man. But for a incomplete metamorphosis, the eggs, they won't stick. So the female adult, they'll create something called an egg case, which will hold that 400 eggs in there because not all of the insects even make it to the adult stage. They get eaten or smashed before they even become an adult. I'll give you, so for right now, I'll give you some time. I'll give you a bit of time to write all this down. Okay? Bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? And also remember to watch my other videos and learn more. Okay? See you soon.